Hello, Commanders. Welcome to the command table. I am Mathramar, and we're going to be taking on today's SR15 Jormag. We've got some pretty unoffensive modifiers to play with, so we're going to go ahead and show you how we do. We'll be taking on SR15, SR12, and for those of you who care to stick around until the end, we'll have an SR1 build for our newbie clan that we just made. So if you like what you see here, please do like, subscribe, and if you want notifications when I drop new videos, be sure to hit that notification bell. Also, if you have any questions or comments, or if you have a build that you think is worth trying, please feel free to submit that below. So I wanted to kind of go over the basics again. I know I've covered this in depth. Oh, okay, we're going to have to reboot there. I know we've covered this in depth on previous videos, but it's worth kind of covering it again just to brush up on everything, and it's kind of been over the course of several videos. So let's just go over the basics. We use the dire wolves in the front because you're able to offset the formation of the unit. For this top group, you want the top wolf, the one that I'm pointing at, you want that to be the furthest forward. This bottom wolf, you want it to be as close to the front as possible while still being behind this wolf. Okay, now, so the reason for that is these arcane archers. They're going to shoot at the closest thing, and the closest thing is going to be that top wolf. You'll notice this arcane archer right here, if it shoots at the bottom wolf, it's going to clip your pyre, and that's going to mess everything up. So you want to make sure this top wolf is as close to the front line as possible. This one is close with as long as it's behind that one. I like to have these other two wolves be above this bottom wolf. As far as the bottom, it's hard to show just because of the gravity from that little X. But again, similar deal. You can put the top wolf as close to the front as possible, the bottom slightly behind. It almost doesn't really matter. So long as those two bottom arcane archers are shooting that direction, you should be just fine. The Bombot is there to clear up the shield bearers because the shield bearers have a tendency to zip up and tag one of your Bombots as they try to wrap around the dire wolves down there. So you want to have that clear path so this Bombot clears the way for the other 7. These Warhounds are there because of the wounded modifier. Now let's cover that real fast while we're thinking about it. The wounded debuff, negative 95% of maximum health at star rating 15. It's like 70-something%, I think, at SR12, and it doesn't even exist below SR8. But that's something that you have to be wary of because even dire wolves that have a high health pool will die almost instantaneously as they run up. The way that we counter that for holding this front line and making the Earth Elemental split is by using the Primal Warhorn Ascension buff, which you'll see here. 2 seconds. I re-rolled until I got it. Your units are immune to all damage and conditions and effects for 2 seconds at the start of the battle. Now that's at rank 4 that's able to be done. You can still get away, as you'll see in the SR12, with rank 3, because you just have to get the highest level or highest time on that as you possibly can. So that buys us the first couple of hits on this front line that allows those dire wolves to hold on, and that allows this Earth Elemental to initiate an attack going in that upper left direction away from this bomb train. Same deal for down here, except for we have the Warhounds. And if you're having trouble, you can repeat this with Warhounds up here. You just drop a set of Plaguebearers and do the same trick. But these Warhounds follow in behind and allow this Earth Elemental, once that first dire wolf is dead, to pound in a direction away from the bomb train. Okay, so you can switch out some Plaguebearers, do the same trick. You place them a little further back because if you have them right up front with the Warhounds, they'll get the same pound and they'll all die. So you put them further back and then they run and bunch up behind the dire wolves as they get hit, and then they run up to soak the next pound if there is one. The Plaguebearers are all in the back. I do have slow on most of them. It's not ultimately necessary, but you can put slow on them and that'll catch all these assassins, and by then the Risen Warriors don't even matter because your bomb train is already hit. So the freezing attacks debuff, we don't really have to worry about that because our entire front line is comprised of freeze immune units with the Warhounds and the Direwolves. So we've countered that already, and that's another reason why I started using the Direwolves long ago, just because we've had that debuff a couple of times. So other than that, oh yeah, with your bomb train, you do have to be particularly cautious about their run speed. You'll notice that I have run speed 1, which is 10%. So that's 10% plus the Primal Warhorn run speed, which is 35.5. Again, would be nice to have a higher roll on that, but I'm not going to compromise losing my 2 seconds. So be sure that you check your run speed. If you do have a different level of run speed, you can try using Powerstones to tweak it just right, or you use the trick where you take your front Bombot and move it to the back if you're getting there too soon, or you take your back Bombot and move it to the front if you're getting there too late. So when you watch the videos, just kind of notice when that pyre ignites, you want your Bombots to hit after that, and it can be just so long as you hit it within the window of that that flame igniting and the second attack of the Earth Elementals, because they're going to shoot off in these directions and then they're going to turn around to go after the Bombots. So as long as you get it within that window, it can be right to the very end when those Earth Elementals turn around, but you want to make sure that that's the time frame that you're getting all of your Bombots there. Okay, so that was a fairly lengthy explanation. Let's go ahead and run it so that you can see. We have our first several attempts here. Okay, I hadn't even touched anything since the last time I did this. Totally different modifiers. I think the last time we may have had wounded as well, but you'll notice 2 seconds of immunity. There goes the pyre, and I get all the Bombots there before the second attack from the Earth Elementals. Rinse, lather, repeat at this point. Just very smooth. Before, I was having these Plaguebearers up towards the center a little bit and the top ones down to where the assassins would catch, but the assassins run to them anyway, so I just put them on the outer periphery now. And then let's do one more just to show. It's just rinse, lather, repeat once you've got it dialed in. So again, the most finicky part is that front line. That seems to be what people have the most trouble with. The second thing is that spacing on the Bombots, where you place them to get them to hit at just the right time. Okay, so here's the SR12 attempt, and you'll notice, well, I guess I can't really show it on here, but the wounded debuff is not as bad, but the wolves are able to hold on still long enough to get the job done. And again, it just repeats. There's 0 elixirs, nothing to be concerned about. You just, once you've got it dialed in, you own it, and you don't have to spend a single elixir the entire time. One note, you'll notice that I'm using, oops, okay, it's gone. Let me pull up the next one, Bomb Train 3. You'll notice that I'm using the Pendant of Everlasting Winter, and that's because there really is no good mythic artifact for this. And the reason for that is because if you use the Eyes of the Ancient One, you could turn the exact wrong unit that will all of a sudden be in your way. It might thwart your bomb train, move it out of whack where it hits something, which you don't want to happen. And it's just ugly. You don't want to mess with anything. You want to leave everything clear. If you use the Spear of Cataclysm, here, let's bring that up. If you use the Spear of Cataclysm, there's a chance when that meteor strikes that it's going to send something flying right into your bomb's path. So you don't want to use that either. Devourer doesn't matter. So you can basically leave the slot empty if you want. You just leave it empty. But if you want to have something in there, either throw the Pendant or the Devourer, because they won't interfere with the bomb train. You're not looking for fireworks here. You're not looking for, max damage on your clan chart. You're just looking to get the bombs to where they belong. Okay, so that covers the SR15 and the SR12. Very straightforward. I mean, again, very detailed, but I get very simple. Once you've got those things dialed in, you're golden. So let's go ahead and show you the SR1 attempts for those of you who care to stick around. So for fun, I went ahead and replicated the bomb train, but it doesn't work as well. And I'll show you the reason for that. Okay, you see the bottom cleared out too quickly. So let me show that real fast. Okay. There's no earth elemental down here. So there's nothing for these dire wolves to gravitate to once those shield bearers are gone. So the dire wolves run up and attack this earth elemental after that, and they get in the way of the bombs. So, I mean, a little bit of fine tuning to tweak this one. If you care to do the bomb train for this, I'll show you a better way here in just a second, but you'll see all the hounds and the dire wolves get in the way. Not that it caused too much of a problem. Even if none of the bombs did hit, I probably might have taken him down anyway. So it takes forever to get through. So let's just go ahead and skip to the end. All right, so this is where I switched it out. So pretty much anyone who's below SR5, because I think that's where the modifiers start coming into play. And this probably carry through even beyond that. But we're using mostly freeze immune units for our frontal attack here. And then we've got the Plaguebearers in the back just to stack our Primal Warhorn and to catch the Risen Warriors when they pop. I did put slow on them because there are no assassins as of yet, which means that they're just going to keep walking forward. And if the assassins are there, they stop and attack them, which keeps them there for the Risen Warriors. So that's why I put slow on a couple of them. But yeah, this whole rush group is going to zip through and burn them down real fast and stack up some crazy damage, but totally unnecessary. You can just do the bomb train if you care to. But here goes. You'll notice I've got the Battle Drummer, I've got the Paladin, and the Battle Drummer does most of the heavy lifting by keeping everything from dying. The Paladin picks up where the Battle Drummer leaves off and just tops everybody off so that they don't die. But if you didn't have the Battle Drummer there, everything would die in one shot. Since you have the Paladin there, it will last beyond the second shot. And, you'll notice I don't have slow on those top Plaguebearers, so I guess you'll probably be all right without slow. But it just runs a little smoother with it, I think. Okay, anyway, it burns through forever until he's done. And the last one is just a repeat, so we'll go ahead and skip that. But thank you for watching. Hopefully that helps you. Again, you can check out the previous videos. We've got them on the Jormag specific playlist. We've got them on the Endgame Clan Raid playlist as well. So feel free to check those out if you're looking for extra particular ways to tune it in. So yeah, please do like and subscribe. Just one last note. I'm sorry for being overly particular about all of this. If you want to get the dire wolves in that position, for those of you who are unaware, you pick them up, take them off the map, drag them back on, and they will have a different setup than the way you had them before. You'll notice they're in kind of a boxy formation there. They're in a kind of a more of a diamond formation there, and a T formation there. You just keep doing that until you've got the one dire wolf where you want it. So there it is. Okay, we're done. Thank you for watching. Please do like and subscribe, and check out thecommandtable.com where we have tutorials, raid strats, and in the near future we'll have merchandise and a comic strip. We also have a clan hall that we've added as well for clans to kind of have a static message where people can check those out. So thanks for watching. We will see you soon.